Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and click on all so you can be up to date with my channel. The Book of Esther chapter 3 verses 1 to 15 and the Book of Esther chapter 4 verses 1 to 17:1. After these things King Ahasuerus promoted Haman, the son of Hammedatha the Agagite, and advanced him and set his seat above all the princes who were with him. 2. All the king's servants who were in the king's gate bowed down and paid homage to Haman, for the king had so commanded concerning him. But Mordecai didn't bow down or pay him homage. 3. Then the king's servants who were in the king's gate said to Mordecai, "Why do you disobey the king's commandment?" 4. Now it came to pass, when they spoke gaily to him, and he didn't listen to them, that they told Haman to see whether Mordecai's reason would stand, for he had told them that he was a Jew. 5. When Haman saw that Mordecai didn't bow down nor pay him homage, Haman was full of wrath. 6. But he scorned the thought of laying hands on Mordecai alone, for they had made known to him Mordecai's people. Therefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews who were throughout the whole kingdom of Ahasuerus, even Mordecai's people. 7. In the first month, which is the month Nisan, in the 12th year of King Ahasuerus, they cast pur, that is, the lot, before Haman from day to day, and from month to month, and chose the 12th month, which is the month Adar. 8. Haman said to King Ahasuerus, "There is a certain people scattered abroad and dispersed among the peoples in all the provinces of your kingdom, and their laws are different from other peoples. They don't keep the king's laws. Therefore, it is not for the king's profit to allow them to remain." 9. If it pleases the king, let it be written that they be destroyed. And I will pay 10,000 talents of silver into the hands of those who are in charge of the king's business to bring it into the king's treasuries. 10. The king took his ring from his hand and gave it to Haman the son of Hammedatha the Agagite, the Jews' enemy. 11. The king said to Haman, "The silver is given to you, the people also, to do with them as it seems good to you." 12. Then the king's scribes were called in on the first month, on the 13th day of the month, and all that Haman commanded was written to the king's local governors, and to the governors who are over every province, and to the princes of every people, to every province according to its writing, and to every people in their language. It was written in the name of King Ahasuerus, and it was sealed with the king's ring. 13 letters were sent by couriers into all the king's provinces, to destroy, to kill, and to cause to perish all Jews, both young and old, little children and women, in one day, even on the 13th day of the 12th month, which is the month Adar, and to plunder their possessions. 14. A copy of the letter, that the decree should be given out in every province, was published to all the peoples, that they should be ready against that day. 15. The couriers went out in haste by the king's commandment, and the decree was given out in the citadel of Susa. The king and Haman sat down to drink, but the city of Susa was perplexed. The Book of Esther chapter 4 verses 1 to 17. 1. Now, when Mordecai found out all that was done, Mordecai tore his clothes and put on sackcloth with ashes, and went out into the middle of the city, and wailed loudly and bitterly. 2. He came even before the king's gate, for no one is allowed inside the king's gate clothed with sackcloth. 3. In every province, wherever the king's commandment and his decree came, there was great mourning among the Jews, and fasting, and weeping, and wailing. And many lay in sackcloth and ashes. 4. Esther's maidens and her eunuchs came and told her this, and the queen was exceedingly grieved. She sent clothing to Mordecai to replace his sackcloth, but he didn't receive it. 5. Then Esther called for Hathach, one of the king's eunuchs, whom he had appointed to attend her, and commanded him to go to Mordecai, to find out what this was and why it was. 6. So Hathach went out to Mordecai, to the city square which was before the king's gate. 7. Mordecai told him of all that had happened to him, and the exact sum of the money that Haman had promised to pay to the king's treasuries for the destruction of the Jews. 8. He also gave him a copy of the writing of the decree that was given out in Susa to destroy them, to show it to Esther, and to declare it to her, and to urge her to go into the king to make supplication to him, and to make request before him for her people. 9. Hathach came and told Esther the words of Mordecai. 10. Then Esther spoke to Hathach and gave him a message to Mordecai. 11. All the king's servants and the people of the king's provinces know that whoever, whether man or woman, comes to the king into the inner court without being called, there is one law for him, that he be put to death, except those to whom the king might hold out the golden scepter, that he may live. I have not been called to come in to the king these 30 days. 12. They told Esther's words to Mordecai. 13. Then Mordecai asked them to return this answer to Esther. Don't think to yourself that you will escape in the king's house any more than all the Jews. 14. For if you remain silent now, then relief and deliverance will come to the Jews from another place, but you and your father's house will perish. Who knows if you haven't come to the kingdom for such a time as this? 15. Then Esther asked them to answer Mordecai. 16. Go, gather together all the Jews who are present in Susa, and fast for me, and neither eat nor drink 3 days, night or day. I and my maidens will also fast the same way. Then I will go into the king, which is against the law, and if I perish, I perish. 17. So Mordecai went his way, and did according to all that Esther had commanded him. Thank you so much for joining me watching and learning about the book of Esther chapter 3 verses 1 to 15, and the book of Esther chapter 4 verses 1 to 17. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more great up and coming pet facts, Bible study, music, and bedtime stories. Good night and sweet dreams until next time.